Ranking the best Gridiron Guardians in Madden 25. And boys, we're back here with another promo reveal. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Gridiron Guardians. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, the very first cards that I want to take a look at are these welcome pack items, Kyle Hamilton and also Dallas Goedert, because where we're going to have them ranked is going to be based on their 95, which I don't believe we can get today, but it should be next week in the field pass. And after, I believe, 2 weeks, they're going to go down to an 88 overall. And I'll talk about how that affects things. So Kyle Hamilton right here at a 95 already, kind of crazy, but 95 speed, 95 acceleration, has 96 zone coverage with 94 play rec. Also, the man coverage is really great at this point in the game as well. Kyle Hamilton is also 6'4", so no matter what, in my opinion, right? So this is how it changes things right now. Right now, I would say Kyle Hamilton is an overpowered card. Like, I would say overpowered because this is by far and away the best user in the game. Also, he's going to be a beastly safety as well. This is a card that also, once he's just an 88 overall, I still think he holds that value as a user, where I would just say best user in the game because, again, 6'4". And we can kind of guess his stats as well, because for the most part, speed and a lot of these stats, as they go up in overall, they get like +1s, right? So -7 speed from the 95, probably going to be 88 speed with like 87 zone, which is still amazing in the game, and that would make him, I think, an S tier safety. Now we take a look at Dallas Goedert right here. He is the best balanced tight end right now. 93 speed, has 93 short route running, 89 medium, 86 run block. Extremely great balance. Kind of almost looks like a better Rob Gronkowski from his AKA card. And if we look at this card again at an 88 overall, probably going to be 86 speed with like 70 something run block. This is how I think it changes right now. I would say Dallas Goedert is probably the best tight end at this 95 overall. Just a 93 speed is kind of crazy, but once he goes down to an 88, I believe he will be like a great tight end in the game. I believe cards like Kyle Pitts and also Dalton Kincaid are better than this card when he is an 88 overall. Now we're going to be taking a look at these 81 overalls, trying to see if there's any budget beast, any value anywhere. And we got Michael Burton right here with 77 speed, 80 run block, 81 lead block, 78 impact blocking. I just think for a fullback, I would want 80s across the board. I just feel like this card really isn't great. He's going to be in the trash tier for me. Now, one thing I do want to mention when we're looking at these cards as well, they do have a Gridiron Guardian theme team. Now, when I look at these cards, though, I don't really base my rankings on theme team, because I feel like you can say a theme team makes any card a little bit better. We do get Byron Young right here with 85 speed, 86 XL. The block shed is lower, but does have 80 power moves, 73 finesse moves. And because of that, we're going to go ahead and check this card's traits right here. And Byron Young does have a core gold card right here. And the big thing on this card is he only has the bull rush trait. And yes, so think of the bull rush move as power moves, spin and swim as finesse moves. What does this mean? He's not going to use his finesse move rating, so he's actually a little bit better than what you would think. It's only 80 power moves, and the weakness of this card is the block shed. So in my opinion, I think this makes Byron Young a little bit better. I'm going to place him in the mid tier. After that, we get Juju Smith-Schuster, and it's just 77 speed at receiver. I just can't recommend that. I'm sorry. Like, there's no point. He's going to be in the trash tier for me. We also get Cole Strange, and Cole Strange this time has 79 pass block power, 83 pass block finesse, 78 run block. In order to play on my football field, you got to have 80 for all these, and he does not. So Cole Strange is also going to be someone that I'm not recommending. And right after that, we get Dolphins great Jordan Brooks. This is a pretty interesting card because I think he's a good budget user potentially at that linebacker spot. 86 speed, 85 XL, but he has no coverage. He's kind of similar to cards like Divine Diablo and Jack Campbell, where they're lower overalls, they are speed and XL, no coverage, like no intelligence stats, right? I think he will play better than an 81, especially if you do user him. And for that reason, I'm going to have Jordan Brooks in this good tier, man. I like that speed, I like that XL, and I still think Divine Diablo and those cards are really, really good in the game. So yeah, I'm going to place Jordan Brooks in this good tier. Now we go up to the 83 overalls. We have Caleb Farley that is kind of similar to Jordan Brooks in the sense that it's speed, XL, and it's also height on this card. I believe he is 6'2". Like, his physical stats out of this world. Now, the man coverage isn't really bad. I would definitely say zone is the meta in this game. And 73 play rec, 70 zone coverage. I don't think he's a bad slot corner in general. Honestly, I'm kind of struggling where to rate this card. I don't like, great is something that I consider in the meta. I think he's just like one of the best budget cards though. For him to be great, he would have had to hit 80 zone for me. And I do like the man coverage. I can definitely see him debated right here. I just don't quite think he's a in the meta card. He's definitely a top end budget beast though, and if you're balling on a budget, I am highly recommending him, but I wouldn't quite say he's a meta card. We also have Reed Blankenship right here, and Reed Blankenship has 83 speed, 87 acceleration, this time 79 play rec with 82 zone coverage. It's just 83 speed at this point. I feel like there's just really not a point. I'm gonna place him in the trash tier. We also have Anders Carlson right here that has 85 kick power, 79 kick accuracy. If we go to kicker, right, the one we have to look at is Jason Elam, because he is the best kicker in the game right now with 86 kick power. This is a card that has 85, and I really think that's the rating that matters for kicker. I would say he's a great kicker in the game, not the best, but he's the second best. And after that, we get George Pickens right here, and George Pickens has 82 speed with 80s across the board for route running. One thing I will say on this card is they usually give him really high impact blocking and run block, so he may be useful on some teams or some occasions, but an 82 speed receiver, like there's just so many options at receiver. I feel like this just doesn't have a point, and I wish he got a higher overall because usually George Pickens cards play amazing. I can't recommend the 82 speed, man. Like I was saying with Reed Blankenship, I just think it's too low at this point. Gonna place him in the trash tier. And we also get 83 overall Kobe Turner that has 76 speed, 81 acceleration. The block shed is lower, the finesse moves are lower, but the power moves are not bad. So we're gonna go ahead and go to mutt.gg again, and we're going to look at Kobe Turner's traits. And traits, he does only have the bull rush trait on yes, like Byron Young, so he's a little bit better. This is a card I would play a defensive tackle. I'm gonna slightly place him in the mid tier. Now we get the 86 overalls, and we get Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones has 82 speed, 86 throw power, and hits 85 for medium and deep accuracy. If you have a strategy card that can +1 short accuracy, I feel like this is a really good quarterback in the game. He's extremely balanced. Would I say he's a meta quarterback? Is he on like Kyler Murray level? I could see either which way, good or great for this card. Probably lean more like him, not a meta quarterback, but he's really good. He's kind of similar thoughts to him and Caleb Farley. I could definitely see you saying why he's great. We also get Austin Corbett right here that has 83 pass block power, 86 pass block finesse, 86 run block. Extremely balanced center in the game. Austin Corbett looks like a beast. This is going to be a card that I do have in the great tier. We also get Mike Gesicki. Dolphins great, but man, are his stats kind of bad. 79 speed, and it's not even just that. It's like 85 short route running isn't bad. 80 medium route running isn't really great, and the no run block, like if you're gonna be that slow, you gotta have like 90 run block, man. So Mike Gesicki is someone that I'm just gonna say to avoid. Really, his only purpose is giving team chem. We also get Tyquan Lewis that has 81 speed, 87 acceleration. This time, good block shed, good power moves, lower finesse moves, and Tyquan Lewis is someone that, like Kobe Turner and them, gotta take a look at Tyquan Lewis's traits right here. And if we look, he has all 3 on yes, so it actually hurts this card because he's actually going to use the finesse move rating. Now, I would still say he is a better card than Byron Young and Kobe Turner. I'm gonna place him in the good tier. And for our last 86 overall, we get Aleem McNeil that has 73 speed, 83 excel, 82 block shed, 86 power moves, 72 finesse moves. And again, like I said with Tyquan Lewis, he only has the bull rush trait on yes. So looking back on the cards, a very solid defensive tackle. Again, just block out finesse moves. He's not going to use them. 73 speed, 83 excel. I feel like Aleem McNeil is a very solid defensive tackle. I think Tyquan Lewis and like the cards in this good tier are better. He's better than Byron Young and Kobe Turner though, so he's kind of in like a weird spot. And now we go to the 89s. The first one we got right here is Zaven Collins that has 85 speed, 87 acceleration, has 87 block shed, 89 power moves, 79 finesse moves. So not really bad stats from a pass rushing standpoint. I wouldn't say he's like a best at position card or anything, but you can use him, and I think he's effective. We're pulling up Zaven Collins core gold right here because he has the bull rush and the swim move trait on yes for traits. I don't feel like it's that bad of a balance of pass rush stats, so yeah, I think for sure you can get away with using him. After that, we get Jerome Baker, and Jerome Baker, Dolphins great of course, but 88 speed, 87 acceleration, has 85 zone coverage as well, which is phenomenal. I think with Jerome Baker and Troy Anderson, we now have that new level of middle linebacker because they're faster, more excel, and also they hit the zone too. So I think Jerome Baker gives you the best of both worlds, where people on Fred Warner level, like potentially Junior Seau, he was missing the zone. I think Jerome Baker and Troy Anderson are the new standard for middle linebacker. So yeah, Jerome Baker gonna be here at best of position for me. We also get Damar Hamlin right here, and Damar Hamlin has 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 zone coverage, which I think 90 zone is a major threshold to hit in the game. I think you really notice the difference with how your zones play with that. And I just want to go ahead and pull up free safety right here. I think objectively speaking, we would say Ed Reed is the best free safety. I think objectively speaking, we would say Ed Reed is the best free safety. It's just he's 7 million coins. Like, I feel like we shouldn't really be like, oh yeah, just Ed Reed's the best. Like, I just feel like this card is unobtainable for 99.9% of players out there. Who else is really there besides Ed Reed? I mean, Tyler Nubin with the theme team chems, he's awesome too, but I feel like DeMar Hamlin, I would say, is the most worth it free safety. Like, I would say he's the best free safety that is actually going to be a reasonable price. So I hope that makes sense. Objectively speaking, yes, Ed Reed is the best. There's no point to pay 7 million for him. And now right after that, we get Isaiah Pacheco that has 89 speed, 89 acceleration, good catching as well, good break tackle. Overall, really great and balanced stats across the board. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the running back position right here. And if we take a look at running back, I don't think he's better than A-Chain because A-Chain with the boost. It's very close though. I think Isaiah Pacheco is a close second to A-Chain, so he's going to be in this great tier for me. And after that, we get Chris Olave, and Chris Olave has 88 speed, hits 85s across the board for route running. If you have some strategy cards, could potentially get his short or his deep route running up to 90. Chris Olave is always one of my favorite cards to use too. I think he plays phenomenal. Now again, I just want to take a look at the receiver position as a whole. Is he a top 3 receiver in the game? Is he better than Waddle? I'd say no. Is he better than LTD Tyreek Hill? I'd say no. Is he better than Rome Odunze? I'd say no. Is he better than Xavier Worthy? I'd say no. So kind of similar to the 87 Tyreek Hill. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, that is still a top end receiver in the game. I just don't quite think he is the best at position. I'm going to place him in the great tier right here. You're not at a fault for using him. Like, he's a very good card. And after that, we get L'Jarius Sneed, and L'Jarius Sneed has 90 speed, has 90 zone coverage. I'm kind of surprised they made him a zone corner. I thought he was more of a man corner in real life, but 87 man coverage as well, 89 press. This is definitely a top 3 corner in the game, man. Sneed is looking amazing. I'm going to place Sneed also in best of position. He is a beast. And finally, right here, we get Jake Matthews, 90 overall left tackle with 91 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse, 89 run block. And if we go ahead and pull up the left tackle position right here, does he really have any competition? I mean, Ogden or rookie premier JC Latham, but I think he has the best balance of stats. So in my opinion, Jake Matthews is also going to be this best left tackle in the game. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the Gridiron Guardians dropping today in Madden 25. I think we're going to try to get Kyle Hamilton to the max point we can. We're going to pick up Jerome Baker. I want DeMar Hamlin on the team. Might even try out Daniel Jones. We're going to be getting a ton of these cards, man. So if you guys do want to go ahead and see that, we'll be live later today here on YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.